Cascade Caverns. This cave is huge. I have not gotten to film all of it. But it's really nice.
So before we start heading down these stairs, I wanted to point out this kind of squared off protrusion right here. This is a mastodon shin bone, so kind of like an ancient elephant, woolly mammoth kind of thing. They did an x-ray of the wall here. They found out that there's about 50 to 70% of the mammoth or the mastodon still left inside the wall. But because the EPA regulations, all that, we can't actually dig it out. You gotta wait a couple more million years or so for them to slowly creep its way back to life.
Oh.
We're going to make our way down these stairs into what's called Storm Canyon.
Go ahead. Trying to watch where I'm going while at the same time trying to shoot ahead. Oh. Look at that up there.
Like I said, this is Storm Canyon. Despite the name, it's actually the most stable part of the cave. And that's because of these formations up at the ceiling, I'm sure you all noticed. They're called solution domes. These happened when the aliens came down here and they started zapping holes into the ceiling. Just kidding. It actually happened when the floods rise so high that it gets to the ceiling, and since all that water's got nowhere else to go, it starts creating these little whirlpools that start slowly eating away at the rock. So that Peep in the Deep, that first cave entrance, actually started out as one of these until it slowly ate its way to the surface. But this one's got about 70, 80 feet of rock left to go through before that can happen. But if y'all take a look there, you see where the more brown meets the more yellow part of that solution dome? That's how high that 2002 flood rose up to. So we'd be standing in about 65, 70 feet of water right here. Now around this corner, it's going to be a little slippery. Y'all watch your step.
Oh, this part.
Whoa. Trying to watch where I'm going. Okay. Still filming. Are you okay? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Are you alright? Oh my god.
Oh, you alright?
Oh, I'm good. Are you okay? Oh my god.
Alright, glad you could take like, gave me $1 million.
Oh.
Well, this is the lowest room we're going to make it to inside the cave. We're about 132 feet below the surface here. So if y'all remember all those RV campers y'all drove past to get down here?
Yes.
They're basically right above our heads right now.
Whoa.
So there's about 70, 80 feet of rock between us and the campsite. Now right now we're in what's called the cathedral room. They call it that because the fault line here and then these two solution domes kind of make what looks like a cross. So at one point they actually brought some equipment down here. They built a pipe organ and a circuit board into the side of the cave wall, kind of near where the waterfall is. They actually held church services down here for a small group of like 15, 20 people for a few years. But then the inevitable floods came and washed out all their stuff, so they stopped wanting to do that before long. Plus the acoustics down here really aren't meant for a large crowd. I can barely hear myself talk most of the time, so it doesn't really work out. Now, y'all probably asked me too, there's a pipe there in the middle of that water over there. That goes down another 20 feet from where we are here. That'll meet up with our lower cave system. The room opens up a little bit. It's not as high as this. It's probably about, I don't know, somewhere between 6 and 8 feet tall. You got to go through there a little bit. There's a bank you climb over and it goes down into this mud bank. And that's where it meets up with the water that eventually will pour down into the aquifer. And actually let people swim down there for a little bit if you sign up for the adventure tour. We'll be here for a few minutes, so if y'all want to take some time to look around, take some pictures, feel free. If y'all have any questions, I'll be right here.
Yeah.
So, ladies and gentlemen, if you sign up for the adventure tour, you can actually swim in this water. And there's an opening here somewhere where you can swim through the rest of the cave on the other side. I believe it's right there. Yeah. That's the opening you climb down. If you're doing the adventure tour where you swim, you climb down that thing, and there's the spring underneath there.
Wait, we climbed down there?
Yep. And then you swim out a different entrance.
Oh.
But you have to bring extra clothes, because it does get a little dusty. Your clothes do get a little dusty. Man, this is so nice.
Oh, every time it's showing the phone in here. When there's like totally on there.
Right. So, YouTubers, I apologize. I was not able to give a formal introduction when I started because the tour guide was already talking. But as you can see, this cave is so huge, I have not been able to film all of it because some parts were a little tricky. But I definitely recommend this for a future trip or something to do on y'all's day off from work. Oh, here's my buddy Meteus. Say hi. Hi, YouTubers. Go ahead. Careful. Yeah, you see the ladder? Huh?
I can only press my hand on my.
Oh, yeah. Gotta be careful.
Gotta feel my hand.